What does it feel like to awaken spiritually? This question invites us to explore a profound transformation that transcends ordinary experiences. When we talk about spiritual awakening, we are referring to a shift in consciousness that brings clarity, inner peace, and a deep sense of connection with the universe. This process is unique for each individual, yet there are common threads that weave through the fabric of this experience. In the initial stages of spiritual awakening, we often feel a sense of disorientation. Our old beliefs and perceptions begin to crumble, giving way to new insights. This can be unsettling, as it challenges our understanding of who we are and our place in the world. However, this disruption is necessary for growth. Imagine a seed breaking through the soil. It must push through the darkness to reach the light. Similarly, we must let go of our old ways of thinking to embrace a higher state of awareness. One of the first signs of spiritual awakening is an increased sense of presence. We start to live more in the moment, appreciating the beauty and simplicity of life. This heightened awareness allows us to see the interconnectedness of all things. We begin to realize that we are not separate from the world around us, but rather an integral part of it. This realization can be both liberating and humbling. It invites us to act with greater compassion and mindfulness in our daily lives. As we progress on this path, we may experience moments of profound inner peace. These moments often come unexpectedly, like a gentle breeze on a hot day. They remind us of our true nature, which is calm and centered. However, maintaining this state of peace requires practice and patience. It involves cultivating a quiet mind and an open heart. Meditation, prayer, and other spiritual practices can help us achieve this. They serve as tools to align ourselves with the divine presence within us and around us. During spiritual awakening, we also become more attuned to our intuition. This inner guidance system helps us navigate the complexities of life with greater ease and confidence. Intuition is like a compass that points us in the direction of our highest good. It often speaks to us in subtle ways, through feelings, dreams, and synchronicities. Learning to trust and follow our intuition is a vital part of our spiritual journey. It requires us to listen deeply and act courageously, even when the path ahead is uncertain. Another significant aspect of spiritual awakening is the dissolution of the ego. The ego is the part of us that identifies with our thoughts, emotions, and physical body. It creates a sense of separation and individuality. While the ego serves a purpose in helping us navigate the material world, it can also limit our spiritual growth. Awakening involves recognizing that we are more than our ego. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. This shift in perspective allows us to transcend our limited sense of self and connect with our higher consciousness. As we continue to awaken, we may encounter periods of darkness and confusion. These are often referred to as dark nights of the soul. During these times, we are confronted with our deepest fears and unresolved issues. It can feel like we are walking through a long, dark tunnel with no end in sight. However, these challenging periods are essential for our spiritual growth. They help us release old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve us. By facing our shadows, we emerge stronger and more aligned with our true selves. Spiritual awakening is not a linear process. It is a journey with many twists and turns. There will be moments of clarity and moments of doubt. The key is to remain committed to our path, trusting that each experience is guiding us towards greater wisdom and understanding. As we awaken, we begin to see life from a higher vantage point. We realize that everything is unfolding in perfect order, even when it doesn't appear that way on the surface. Embracing the infinite, the expansion of consciousness. As we deepen our spiritual awakening, we begin to experience an expansion of consciousness that transcends the ordinary boundaries of perception. This expansion is not merely an intellectual understanding but a profound shift in our being. We start to perceive reality in a more holistic and interconnected way. It feels as though the walls that once confined our understanding crumble, revealing a vast and limitless landscape of awareness. One of the most transformative aspects of this expanded consciousness is the realization of oneness. We begin to see that at a fundamental level, all beings and all things are interconnected. This sense of unity is not just a philosophical concept but a lived experience. When we look at another person, we no longer see a separate entity. We see a reflection of ourselves. This recognition fosters a deep sense of empathy and compassion. We understand that the pain and joy of others are also our own. This shift can radically alter how we interact with the world, leading us to act with greater kindness and understanding. With this newfound awareness, we also experience a heightened sense of purpose. Our actions are no longer driven solely by personal desires and goals, but by a greater sense of service to the collective good. We feel called to contribute to the well-being of others and the planet. This sense of purpose aligns us with our true path and brings a deep sense of fulfillment. It becomes clear that our individual journey is part of a larger, universal unfolding. We are co-creators in the dance of life, each playing a unique and essential role. This expansion of consciousness also brings a deeper understanding of life's mysteries. Questions that once seemed unanswerable begin to reveal their secrets. We start to perceive the underlying patterns and rhythms that govern the universe. This does not mean we have all the answers, but we develop a greater trust in the flow of life. We recognize that there is a divine intelligence at work, guiding us and orchestrating events in ways that are often beyond our comprehension. This trust allows us to surrender more fully to the present moment, knowing that we are always supported and guided. Another profound change that occurs during this phase is a shift in our relationship with time. We begin to experience time not as a linear sequence of events, but as a more fluid and expansive reality. Moments of synchronicity become more common, and we may find ourselves in states of timeless awareness during meditation or other spiritual practices. This altered perception of time can be both exhilarating and disorienting. It challenges our conventional understanding of past, present, and future, inviting us to live more fully in the now. As our consciousness expands, we also become more attuned to the subtle energies that permeate existence. We may develop heightened sensitivity to the vibrational frequencies of people, places, and things. This sensitivity can enhance our intuitive abilities, allowing us to perceive information beyond the physical senses. We start to understand that energy is the fundamental building block of reality and that our thoughts, emotions, and actions influence the energetic field around us. This awareness empowers us to create positive change in our lives and the world. Despite the many benefits of expanded consciousness, it is not without its challenges. We may find it difficult to relate to those who haven't yet experienced this shift. Our new perspective can make us feel alienated or misunderstood. It is important to remember that everyone is on their own unique path, and that awakening is a deeply personal process. Patience and compassion towards ourselves and others are crucial. Sharing our experiences with like-minded individuals can provide support and validation, helping us navigate this transformative journey. In this state of expanded consciousness, we also encounter the paradoxes of existence more frequently. We come to understand that truth is often multifaceted and that seemingly contradictory perspectives can coexist. This realization can dissolve many of the rigid beliefs and judgments we once held, opening us to a more inclusive and nuanced understanding of reality. It teaches us to embrace ambiguity and uncertainty as integral parts of the spiritual path. The alchemy of transformation. integrating spiritual awakening into daily life. As we continue our journey of spiritual awakening, the challenge becomes integrating these profound realizations into our everyday existence. Awakening is not about escaping the world, but about living more authentically within it. The true measure of our spiritual progress is how we bring our heightened awareness into the mundane tasks and interactions of daily life. This process of integration requires a delicate balance as we navigate the intersection of the spiritual and the material realms. One of the first steps in this integration is cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being fully present in each moment, observing our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, we develop a deeper awareness of how our inner state influences our outer actions. This awareness allows us to respond to situations with greater clarity and compassion rather than reacting impulsively. Mindfulness can be practiced through various techniques such as meditation, conscious breathing, and mindful observation of our surroundings. It serves as a bridge, connecting our spiritual insights with our daily experiences. Another important aspect of integration is aligning our actions with our spiritual values. This means living in accordance with the principles of love, kindness, and integrity that we have come to recognize as fundamental truths. It involves making choices that reflect our higher consciousness, even when it is challenging or inconvenient. This alignment requires ongoing self-reflection and a willingness to make adjustments in our behavior. It also involves letting go of habits and patterns that no longer serve our spiritual growth. By consistently choosing actions that resonate with our deeper values, we create a life that is more harmonious and fulfilling. In the process of integrating our awakening, we may also encounter resistance from within ourselves and from others. Our old habits and conditioning may resurface, pulling us back into unconscious patterns. Similarly, those around us may not understand or support our new way of being. This resistance is a natural part of the transformation process. It is an opportunity for us to practice patience, resilience, and self-compassion. By acknowledging and working through these challenges, we strengthen our commitment to our spiritual path. A key element in this journey is the practice of self-care. Spiritual awakening often brings heightened sensitivity, making it essential to nurture our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Self-care involves taking time to rest, nourish our bodies with healthy food, engage in activities that bring joy, and connect with nature. It also means setting boundaries to protect our energy and surrounding ourselves with supportive people. By prioritizing self-care, we create a stable foundation from which we can navigate the demands of daily life while maintaining our spiritual integrity. As we integrate our spiritual awakening, we also become more attuned to the importance of service. Service is the expression of our interconnectedness and our desire to contribute to the greater good. It can take many forms, from simple acts of kindness to more organized efforts to help those in need. Service grounds our spiritual practice in the real world, reminding us that our journey is not just for our own benefit, but for the upliftment of all beings. It is through service that we actualize the principles of love and compassion that we have come to cherish. Another profound aspect of this integration is the cultivation of gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in our lives. It opens our hearts and aligns us with the frequency of love and appreciation. By regularly practicing gratitude, we reinforce our connection to the divine and the blessings that surround us. This practice can transform our perspective, helping us to see even challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Ultimately, integrating spiritual awakening into daily life is an ongoing process. It requires continuous effort, reflection, and adaptation. Each day presents new opportunities to embody our spiritual insights and to grow in love and wisdom. This journey is not about perfection, but about progress. It is about embracing our humanity while honoring our divinity. As we walk this path, we inspire others to awaken to their own potential, creating a ripple effect of transformation and healing in the world. The sacred dance, living in harmony with the universe. As we delve deeper into our spiritual awakening, we come to realize that living in harmony with the universe is a sacred dance. This dance involves a delicate interplay between surrendering to the flow of life and actively participating in the co-creation of our reality. It is a dynamic process that requires us to be both receptive and proactive, to listen deeply to the whispers of the universe and to respond with conscious intention. One of the key elements of this sacred dance is the practice of surrender. Surrender is not about passive resignation or giving up control, but about trusting in the wisdom of the universe and allowing life to unfold naturally. It involves letting go of our need to control every outcome and embracing the unknown with faith and openness. Surrendering opens us to the infinite possibilities that exist beyond our limited perspective. It teaches us to flow with the currents of life, rather than resisting them. This attitude of trust and acceptance can bring a profound sense of peace and ease as we align ourselves with the greater cosmic rhythm. At the same time, living in harmony with the universe requires us to take inspired action. While surrendering allows us to be guided by a higher intelligence, inspired action is our way of actively participating in the manifestation of our dreams and desires. It involves tuning into our inner guidance and taking steps that feel aligned with our true purpose. Inspired action is different from forceful striving. It is a natural, effortless movement that arises from our connection with the divine. When we act from this place of alignment, our efforts are supported by the universe, and we find ourselves in a state of flow where synchronicities and opportunities abound. Another crucial aspect of this sacred dance is the cultivation of a deep sense of gratitude and reverence for all of life. Gratitude elevates our vibration and enhances our connection with the divine. It reminds us of the abundance and beauty that surround us, even in the midst of challenges. By regularly expressing gratitude, we align ourselves with the frequency of love and appreciation, attracting more blessings into our lives. Reverence, on the other hand, is about recognizing the sacredness in every moment and every being. It is about honoring the divine presence in all things and treating life with the utmost respect and care. This attitude of reverence fosters a deep sense of connection and unity with the universe. As we engage in this sacred dance, we also become more attuned to the cyclical nature of life. We recognize that just as the seasons change, so too do the phases of our spiritual journey. There will be periods of growth and expansion, as well as times of reflection and introspection. Each phase has its own unique gifts and lessons. By honoring these natural rhythms, we can navigate our path with greater grace and ease. We learn to trust the timing of our lives and to embrace each moment as an essential part of our unfolding. Living in harmony with the universe also involves embracing the principle of interconnectedness. We come to understand that our actions, thoughts, and emotions have a ripple effect on the world around us. This awareness inspires us to act with greater mindfulness and responsibility. We recognize that by healing ourselves, we contribute to the healing of the collective. By spreading love and kindness, we uplift the entire web of life. This sense of interconnectedness deepens our commitment to living in a way that honors and supports the well-being of all beings. Ultimately, the sacred dance of living in harmony with the universe is about embodying our true essence and expressing it fully in the world. It is about being authentic, open-hearted, and aligned with our highest self. This journey requires continual self-reflection, growth, and adaptation. It invites us to embrace both our humanity and our divinity, to be grounded in the present moment while reaching for the stars. By engaging in this dance, we experience the profound joy and fulfillment that come from living in alignment with the divine flow of life. We become co-creators of a more beautiful, harmonious world, where the sacred and the mundane merge into a seamless tapestry of love, wisdom, and unity. This concludes our exploration of what it feels like to awaken spiritually. May your journey be filled with light, love, and infinite possibilities.